Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Chevalier, where we are here to help men and women find happy, healthy, and long-term relationships. And like always, it doesn't matter whether you're black, white, Asian, Hispanic, Puerto Rican, South American, or even the penguins in Antarctica. I'd like to welcome you all on such an amazing Labor Day, first day of September, and what most people would consider the cuffing season. And like I said in so many videos, people might want to call a relationship a situationship, sneaky links, we just kicking it, Netflix and chill. But at the end of the day, it's still a form of relationship. And so often, gentlemen, I talk to you guys about understanding the value of making your intentions known up front. The number one reason why so many women have a hard time connecting with men in dating is because enough men don't do a good enough job of letting women know up front they want a relationship. And if you don't want a relationship, let a woman know that up front as well. That's why last week's video was such a strong connection to what we're talking about today, which is meet and greets. Now, when you meet people online, obviously, at some point, you want to meet them in person. And so the value of that is saying, hey, let's meet face to face. Let's see if we feel the same connection, chemistry, whatever you want to call it. And if we do, then let's see how far this thing goes between the both of us. And if it doesn't, then at least we didn't put too much time in something that one or the other or neither of us knew was going to work. So very often I tell guys the best way to start off any interaction with a woman, especially if you're online dating, is on your dating profile, let a woman know up front whether you're looking for a relationship or not. And I tell guys to do this all the time because if a woman sees your picture and she likes your profile, if she reads whether you're looking for a relationship or you don't want a relationship, she already knows what your intentions are before you take the time before she takes the time to respond to you. Because it's almost the same instance with women who I talk to very often, gentlemen, and all they say is, oh, all these guys want is sex. They all want the same thing. And I tell women very intentionally that the reason why you meet guys who only want one thing is because you've done a horrible job of communicating to men what it is you want. The most important thing in dating, other than love and trust, is communication. And so often, guys, we don't do a great job of communicating and letting women know what our intentions are up front. The number two thing I want you guys to know is do not accept the friendship zone under no circumstances. A man of value, a hardworking, successful man, a high-value man, and even the brother working his way up the ladder, you have to stand your ground. As a wise philosopher once said, if you stand for something, you won't fall for anything. And a man who's deserving to be number one will never settle for second place. And so often, guys, you may feel, because you're sad, because you're lonely, because you've been rejected, you feel desperate, which is not a bad thing. Because amongst men, desperation is normal. But putting yourself in a situation where a woman can take advantage of you will always lead to bad outcomes. And so often, that's where we get simping from. Guys who can't put in the work, let me be honest, guys who are generally too lazy or too sorry to put in the effort to meet the type of women they want. So what they do is they try to, I got money over here, so I'm just going to go spend a lot of money and trick off because I don't want to put in the work to obtain the type of relationship I want. Gentlemen, relationships matter in life, and money will only get you so far. So if you learn to communicate with women and let them know on day one up front what it is you want, what your expectations are for what you want, and letting women know what they're going to receive in return from being with you, I guarantee you guys the type of women you guys say you want will come your way a lot easier. The number one thing that hurts people in the dating market is we don't put in enough effort to get what we want. We're willing to work 60, 70 hours a week, but won't put in 1 hour to create a profile to let women know what we want up front. Be upfront, be honest. Till the next time, peace.